Hello, my dear students of 10th standard. I hope all are fine. Another class regarding electricity. I hope you are understanding the last classes and all, because if you are not understanding, you must directly tell me, otherwise, there won't be any use of studying electricity. Okay, so next part, electric potential. Two more things are there. First, we studied about current, which is the flow of charges. Second, electric potential or potential difference is there, and after that, one more thing is there, resistance. With that, we will evolve a new law called as. Actually, we don't want to evolve it already. Ohm, a scientist called Ohm already made it, so it is called as Ohm's law. We just need to study that. Anyway, we will deliberately analyze those laws. It's a very easy law. Okay, it's an equation regarding voltage, current, and resistance. That's it. Very easy question and very important also from this chapter. Sometimes it is already asked as essay also. So, what is electric potential? Something new, isn't it? Something new. So you studied that current flow from higher potential to lower potential, isn't it? Current flows from higher potential to lower potential. So the work done. So the work done in moving that unit positive charge from that higher potential to lower potential is called as work, not work, electric potential. See, here one term is there known as infinity. Understand? Infinity, it's only an imaginary point. Understood? In the case of electric circuits, we are taking higher potential as infinity. Understood? So, electric potential is nothing. Okay? Electric potential at a particular point is in an electric field. It is defined as the work done. Work done means what? Some energy we used. Understand, that energy is called as electromotive force. Okay, that force which does this work, it is called as electromotive force, also known as EMF. Okay, electromotive force or EMF. That's also one mark question. I think I didn't include it in this this PowerPoint presentation. I didn't include that, but you must study that. Which force enables the work? Electromotive force or EMF or electromotive force. So the electric potential at a particular electric field is when a work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. So here infinity is the point of higher potential, and this point we are referring as the lower potential. So that work done is called as electric potential. Electric potential, only one mark question, but what we want to study? We want to study is potential difference. So another volt named after him. SI unit is volt, V represented by V, volt. SI unit of current is ampere represented by A. Also SI unit of current is coulomb per second. Okay, so SI unit of current is ampere A. For electric potential or potential difference is volt, V. So potential difference, this is important. Okay, this is very important. So what is potential difference? What is this potential difference? What is this? Some difference means what? Two things must be there to tell the difference, isn't it? Let's go through the definition. The potential difference between 2 points is in an electric circuit is defined as the amount of work done. You know what is work? Electric potential is the work done to move one unit positive charge from one point to infinity, from infinity to another point, isn't it? But potential difference is the potential difference between 2 points. Okay, that 2 points is, one is infinity and the second one is the particular point we brought that charge. Okay, so potential difference between 2 points is defined as the amount of work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another. Amount of work done moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point means what? Work done per second. isn't it? Let's see. Potential difference is what? Work done to move a particular charge. See, work done in moving a unit positive charge. This is the work done, W. You, to move a unit positive charge. This is the equation for potential difference. Okay? If I explain like that, I think you are not understanding it, isn't it? Okay, do one thing, just I heard this sentence, this is not important. What is important? The equation which we are making after this is important. Because this potential difference is a bit weird thing to understand. Okay? During revision classes, I will tell it with another example. Like this, simply sentence means you won't understand. Understand anything? No, I know that. So this equation you must study. Okay? Equation for potential difference, V is equal to W by Q. Important equation. What is the equation of current? I is equal to Coulomb per second, C by S, isn't it? Yes. What is W? What is the standard unit of W or work done? It is called as Joule. Joule. Last year you studied. What is the standard unit of charge? It is Coulomb. So what is 1 volt or 1 V? 1 volt is equal to 1 joule of work done. 1 joule of work is required to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another. Then the potential difference between the 2 points is 1 volt. So 1 volt means what? 1 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge from one place to another. From higher potential to lower potential, that is the definition for 1 volt. Okay, why I am running? Because that much important is not this. Okay, only 1 mark question will come. Just read it, that's enough. The next part is very, very important that we need to study in detail. Anyway, voltmeter, same like a meter, it is a device used to measure what? Voltage. It is connected in parallel. You already studied. I think the diagram a bit difficult to see, isn't it? Can you see it now? Can you see it now? I think the focusing of the camera is not correct. Now it is weird. We'll keep it a bit more back side. Is it correct now? Wait. We'll check it is correct or not. Almost correct. Fine. So, my voltmeter is always connected in parallel and it is used to measure the potential difference. Potential difference is also called as what? Volt. This is the symbol of a voltmeter. Okay, same like ammeter, there is nothing different. But ammeter connected in series, voltmeter connected in parallel. Ammeter is connected in series because of low resistance. And voltmeter is connected in parallel because of high resistance. Resistance part we will study, my dear kids, don't worry. Okay, it's a new word, I know, we will study it. A voltmeter is always connected in parallel across the point where the potential difference is to be measured. Okay, no doubt about that also. Same like that, positive terminal of voltmeter to be positive and negative to the negative. Okay, this we will study in detail. There's a particular question, why voltmeter is connected in series, voltmeter is connected in parallel and ammeter is connected in series. Why should a voltmeter have a high resistance? See, that's a good question. What if the voltmeter does not have high resistance? Actually, if resistance you must study, otherwise you won't understand that. Anyway, I will explain that after studying resistance. Now I am telling about resistance, you won't understand. Leave it. Now, Ohm's law, before Ohm's law, see, this is resistance. So resistance is defined as the ratio of the potential difference across the conductor to the current flowing through the conductor. Understand? For that you must study Ohm's law also. Oh, that's why this is connected here, there, like that. Okay, let's see. First Ohm's law then. So, this is the scientist called as Ohm. Okay? If you want to tell resistance, you must study Ohm's law. Okay, otherwise you won't understand no resistance also. Okay, see, at constant temperature, if the temperature is constant, now you studied two things. One is current. Current means flow of charges, and potential difference. Potential difference means work done to take that charge from one place to another. Understand? Flow of charges is current. Work done is potential difference. Now we want to make an equation between potential difference and current. Let's see. Potential difference symbol is voltage or V. Current is I. At constant temperature, the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across it. Means what? Directly proportional. Current is directly proportional to voltage means voltage increases, current decreases, voltage decreases. Voltage decreases, current increases, voltage increases. Current 0, voltage 0. Understood? Directly proportional means what? Understand? Let's diagrammatically, not diagrammatically, symbolically we can represent it. See, actually this is, you know the proportional sign, like a x. Yes, actually one more step was there, I forgot to. That means V is proportional to I. And that proportionality constant is called as R. Okay, resistance. So V is equal to IR, that is Ohm's law. Make it a square. Take the screenshot if you want. R is the resistance or the constant in the Ohm's law. Now we want to find out what is R. R is defined as the ratio of potential difference across the conductor of the current flowing through the conductor. Okay, leave it, that's the definition. This is the real R we need to find. Resistance is the property of a conductor to resist the flow of charges through it. Now understand what is resistance. It is a particular property of a conductor to resist the flow of charges. If resistance is high means very low current will flow. If resistance is low means very high current will flow. Understand? So mostly in common circuits, which type of conductor we will use? High resistance or low resistance? Low resistance, isn't it? If resistance is low, current will easily flow through it. This is the definition. Okay, both are correct. Okay, this is the theoretical definition of resistance. This is the common definition. Resistance is defined as the ratio of the potential difference across the conductor to the current flowing through the conductor. See, so the ratio of the potential difference and current. Resistance increases, potential difference increases. But resistance increases, current decreases. Am I right? Sir, no. In this equation we can find it out. When resistance increases, current will decrease. But this will voltage is directly proportional to resistance, but current is inversely proportional to resistance. Okay, another important thing. You just keep it in mind. Don't need that much questions won't come. Okay, good example. So what is resistance really? It is the potential difference divided by current. From this equation also we can find it out. V is equal to IR, R into I. So R equal to I will go downside, V by I. Isn't it? See. It's a diagrammatic representation of resistance. No, this is not a diagrammatic representation. This is only a simple funny diagram given so that the students they will be able to understand resistance very well. So see, voltage. Work done is voltage. Voltage is, so this is what, this pipe like thing is the conductor. Understand? This pipe like thing is conductor. Voltage is the work done to bring that current from one place to another. Okay, voltage is pushing ampere. And what is the ohm? The unit of resistance is ohm, OHM. Where is it? We didn't see that. See, unit of SI unit of resistance is ohm. And the symbol is this one, not I, A or V. Okay? Unit is ohm, OHM, ohm. Not Om Namah Shivaya as ohm. That symbol ohm, OHM, ohm. And the symbol, this is the symbol, like what? I don't know what to mention. Like your hairband. like the Herman girls wear, mostly like that. Okay, actually a bit more sideways is there. Anyway, you can draw it, no problem with that. So this is a diagrammatic representation of a resistance. Not diagrammatic, simple diagram. Voltage is doing the work to move the charge from one place to another. When charges move, it is called as current. Current is measured in ampere, isn't it? No doubt about that. But see, ohm, resistance, what is doing? He is delaying that flow. See, if this man is more stronger than this, current will flow. That means resistance is low. But this man is more strong means what will happen? Hmm? What will happen? How many work he will do, this ampere won't flow. The charge won't flow through the conductor. Understand what is resistance? Okay, so he is resisting the work done by the volt. Understood? So why this, or what is the cause of this resistance? Another interesting part from that. So you know that free electrons causes the flow of current. Okay, time is going on. Let me see how many is there. 1 ohm also we will find it out. Then where is the next part? Rheostat, resistance and resistor. Okay, so only small part is there. We will finish it. When free electrons drift inside a conductor, they frequently collide with its positive ions or atom. The motion of electron is opposed during this collision. You know that free electrons are there inside the conductors, but at the same time, they are positively charged ions also are there. Understood? And if the positively charged ions is very, very high, then what will happen? These electrons will come and collide with that. Understood? So, it won't be very easy for the electrons to move inside a conductor. But this picture is not regarding that. When potential difference, understand, when we apply a voltage to a wire, what is happening really? See, the positive and the negative electrons, they will align in a particular direction so that free flow of electron is happening inside that wire. Okay, this is a bit difficult part regarding this cause of resistance. Anyway, that is not a question, but to understand what is the cause of it. See, when there is no potential difference, when there is no work done in a circuit, see how the free electrons is moving. This is moving to east, this is moving to west, this is moving to south, north, east, wherever. Simply here and there they are moving. For example, if there is no teacher in your class, you students are like just like this. One is going to the window, one is going to the board, one is going to take the textbook, one is going to eat the food, one is going to throw the stone to the birds, like that. When the teacher comes, what will happen? Everybody is sitting on the bench straight. Straight teacher is here. Understand? Teacher comes here. Everybody sitting on their bench. Isn't it? Just like that, the teacher is applying the work here to make all the electrons straight and move in a particular direction so that current will flow through the circuit. And in the case of high resistor metals, this positive ions will be very, very high. Okay, that is actually, it is not 10th standard physics, it is higher classes physics. Okay, it is only a reference for you, only a reference, not, there won't be any questions from that part. Standard unit, very, very important. One more question. Ohm. So what is 1 ohm? 1 ohm is voltage divided by current, you know that. So 1 ohm is what? 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. Potential difference across the two ends is 1 volt and the current through it is 1 ampere. Then resistance of the conductor is 1 ohm. No need of any definition. Okay, 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. Volt is potential difference or voltage. Ampere is the current through that circuit. Resistance and current. That relation, where is that? The current through a resistor is inversely proportional to its resistance. That you already know that. Current is inversely proportional to the resistance. See, that diagram we can use. Current and resistance, they are not friends. See, Understood? Whenever resistance power is more, current will be very, very, very less. And if current is very, very high, resistance will be very, very low. That is inversely proportional. See, if current is dividing something means it is inversely proportional. But voltage is directly proportional. Okay, both are directly proportional. Poor current will suffer. If this man is strong, this man also will become strong. But this poor man will become very, very weak. Understood? Okay, anyway, good diagrammatic representation. Application level question during these things and all. Okay, only now the activity is remaining. Remaining part we will go for the next class. Okay, I think this is enough for that. We covered a bit more today because all voltage and current are closely linked with each other. Okay, both of them are almost same. Voltage means work done. Current is flow of charge. Standard unit volt V. Current standard unit ampere A. Resistance is what? Something which opposes the flow of current. Okay? Or resistance means simply voltage divided by current. Standard unit is ohm. This one, ohm. Okay, sorry. Oh. Okay, that's it. That's it for the class. Anyway, we will continue tomorrow also. So, quiz and all I will provide after this. So, my dear kids, stay home, stay safe, and all of you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was an interesting one. Stay home, stay safe, eat good food, eat healthy food, drink a lot of water. Jai Hind, my dear kids. Bye.